Okay, so just like with any guitar, when you switch this to the front, it's the neck pickup. When you switch it to the back, this is your acoustic pickup, or your, in this case, bridge pickup, I guess. So, and this is your acoustic sound. Okay, now all this works, and this is where you put your battery and do all that good stuff just like normal. And you can preset it to kind of do your EQ. I just probably leave the volume wide open and all, and that works like normal.
Is that new or is that the old one?
This is the old one. But it has a master volume right here over it. Okay.
Oh, no shit.
So he can get that set like he wants, and he can just kind of adjust the volume right here.
Okay.
So and again, that's for the acoustic pickup, just right here by itself. Okay.
Yep.
And then you can switch to your neck pickup, telly pickup, and you have a volume and a tone.
Oh shit.
Okay. And that all comes out of this the lowest jack right here. I wish I had a label maker, because this is both pickups right here. Okay? But let's say he wants to play the acoustic and he wants to have the electric run at the same time, out to 2 different amps. This one is electric all the time, so I can just pop right out of this and into this one. And this basically, these switches and this stuff don't do anything anymore. Now it's just straight electric guitar now. Okay. But now, like I said, you can have the pickup, the acoustic pickup on.
So you can run 2 amps, so you can phase, you know.
Yeah, you can run 2 amps. You could be running the acoustic sound with a little bit of dirty on another little amp or something like that. You could do whatever you wanted to with it. Yeah, you could if you wanted one sound for live and one going into a recorder.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some guys. I've read about some dudes that they'll have a microphone in front of their guitar for the live performance, but their pickups hooked into the recorder for the mix and stuff for doing that.
Right.
So yeah, you could. I mean, you set up it about any way you want to. So the highest one closest to your strap button is just electric, and then this one down here is your both. Yeah. I got the bridge pickup, or the acoustic pickup, as twangy as possible. Part of that was playing with that
the bridge height
and stuff, and the new bridge, it's a lighter wood in there, but it's a really hard wood. It's a Brazilian cherry, so it's actually just as hard, if not harder, than rosewood.
Oh, okay.
So that little light wood right there, that's what you're seeing there. But yeah, you can switch back and forth, and this completely disconnects the circuits, so there's no talkover between the active and the passive parts. Everything is completely done. This breaks the ground and the hot wire and flips them over. The only continuous run is for the battery, so the battery stays connected the whole time. And he told me that he has been shocked by his guitar before.
Right.
So for his bridge ground that comes out to his tailpiece right here, I wired in a fuse. It's the same fuse that Taylor uses in their guitars to break and everything. And I left enough slack to where, if for whatever reason his guitar starts buzzing real bad, like he doesn't have a string ground, that fuse could have been blown, and I can just pull it out right here, and it's wired under some shrink wrap right here. I can just pull it right out, and you put a new fuse in pretty easy.
Oh, right behind the plate.
Yeah, everything. I can access all that right through here is where the fuse is. Back here, it's just a wire dangling in there. I just wired it in line with the ground.
With the ground coming through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can pull that out right here. It's easy to get to. You ain't got to take all this right here apart. The only weird thing I've really had was the pickup leans forward a little bit, but that is from the solder joints on the front of the plate. I do not have any springs in there because I wanted to get as tight as I could, so there is no give, no play in there. And the solder joints on the front of the plate, where they go through the bobbin, has that pickup leaning forward just a little bit. That's just, I would rather it lean a little bit than be loose and rattling around in there. Other than that,
he'd be happy. Doesn't matter. That's good.
I tightened up a few of the holes. Like he had missed a couple of spots here where he cut his hole too big for this. I fixed that, so it's completely solid there. I made this big jack plate right here, and I put the extra screws in here so that it, pulling out from the different ones, it won't come loose on you.
Sure.
But I think it sounds that acoustic sound is really twangy, very dobro, and then you switch over to here, and it's very much fatter.
So that one is the.
This is the acoustic.
Acoustic, yeah.
Excuse me, the neck pickup.
Neck pickup, yeah. The guitar pickup is on this side.
I oriented this the best
so
way I could.
That is controlled by this, right?
I guess I kind of put them in backwards, but and I can flip the switch around if you want to. But I put this going forward for the neck,
right,
and back for the acoustic,
right.
And then I just put the acoustic knob right here because I figured he'd be using the acoustic knob the most.
Correct.
And then this is all the electric for here.
Okay, so if you're doing here, you're using this.
Yep.
And if you go back like this,
yeah,
you're using this one here.
Yeah, but if it confuses them, I can always switch to switch.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, but I figured in my brain it was working that neck is this way and acoustic is this way. But I figured he would do acoustic the most, so I put the number 1 knob right here.
That's fine. That's pretty darn cool.
And everything in here, I used the Gibson shielded wire.
Okay.
So all the wire is shielded except for the wire from the pickup, the original pickup.
Yeah, the came with the pickup, right?
Yeah, but I did a twist on that, which seems to help, even though some people say it don't. It seems to help. Yeah. And the only other problem I had was the leads on this thing. Where I measured them out, but when I had to go around this little hoop right here, they weren't quite long enough to reach to the pot after I'd already wired it. So this wire goes in one of those holes in the loop and out there, and I got just enough room to pull this up through there.
Oh,
so if you pull the cone out, you'll see underneath there the wire just kind of comes
coming
through.
Inside that wooden.
Yeah, it gave me about another 1/8 of an inch maybe slack to get that thing through there where it should go.
Awesome.
But and for his the electric pickup here, just because I knew it was going to be a little fatter where it was, he does have a treble bleed on this right here.
Oh, really?
So as it goes down, it's going to stay.
So it's not going to roll off so fast. It's going to stay.
Well, as it rolls off, it's not going to fatten up and mellow out like it does. It's going to, like, as you go down, you can still hear the treble coming through.
Yeah.
That's what.
Is that a resistor?
It's a little capacitor. There's a couple ways, technically 4 that I know of ways of doing it. I did a simple one with just a simple little
cap,
little .001 cap across the 2 lugs. But you can do a version that's got a resistor in there too. But this is what they call a simple.
Sounds great to me. What do you think, Waylon?
He made the bridge for it too.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, I got the new saddles.
I was gonna say, he may have told you already, but the reason we put nickel wound strings on there because Dobro players around here, that's what they put on their acoustic Dobros. Yeah. But especially since this one was electric.
Yeah, since this one has the magnetic pickup.
11 gauge.
Yeah, these are 11 gauge nickel strings.
Yeah.
And we thought that would probably work the best with what he's got set up right now.
Okay.
Guys around here, they play them acoustically. It's not even electric. They just like the sound of nickel wound strings.
Yeah, I liked it on mine too. When you guys changed mine to
Most Dobro strings are phosphor bronze.
All right.
That's stupid,
Well, let's see what he says. I mean, if he goes back, he still have the old strings in the bag. So.
Yeah. But yeah, these. I think it sounds pretty cool. It's just going to have to get the amp situated and get him with his gear and see how it is. But it is wired. Like, I haven't had anything cutting out. I haven't had anything scratching or popping, except for when you throw the switch, you're breaking. You can get a pop when you do that. But
well, you could turn the volume down and then pick that.
Yeah, you could turn the volume down on them and switch it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on this one now. Yeah.
Yep.
Get myself confused. But yeah, sometimes when you switch, because you are breaking that whole circuit with the way I got it wired, but that was the best way to keep the whole thing
isolated.
Isolated, yeah. So now you don't have any really problem. You just set the volume and you can flop back. But I doubt he's going to switch in the middle of the song anyway.
He's going to be so happy. You hot dog the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, so I think it's a really cool little gadget. This is the most unique one I've done.
Can you run one through one amp, one through the other, and see what it does?
Yeah.
Can we just try that?
Well, would you grab me another 1/4-inch cord if you got a sec?
Yeah.
Do you need an acoustic amp or doesn't matter?
Not necessarily. I can just leave this one plain. I'll leave this one as acoustic. And we'll go through this little guy here. We really got to rearrange our amps. I was thinking, since we've sold the rest of that sound system gear over there, we probably need to consolidate some of that stuff up and tighten up some things and
There's a lot we need to do.
Yeah.
If you ever need a volunteer on a Saturday, I'd come out and help you guys.
I'm gonna hit the road, guys.
All right, man.
All right.
Stay in touch, boy. Let me know what you're doing.
All right.
See you, Greg.
See you later, Waylon. Have a great night now.
Let's see here. Volume's all the way down there.
There you go.
So my original thought was, you know, he would want to have like a little bit of
Dirt gain on it.
drive, yeah. So that's just that one by itself, and then you get bring the acoustic. See, if I turn that down, I'm coming out down there.
Right. Bring them both up and blend them a little bit. So we
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. That one's so high and overpowered. I'm gonna crank this up a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see how this. Right on top of it. If the whole battery powered part of it gives him trouble and stuff right here, we could just disconnect this and I could run that pickup straight out to this volume control. Honestly, I don't know how much boost this is even giving him anyway. It's giving him a little bit of just a little bit of tone control here.
Yeah, I see that.
But that's about the only benefit to that.
That's all right. Play an acoustic and then you could dial in your little bit of distortion on top of it. I wish I could play the dog one. But the possibilities of how you plug it in and everything are just, you know, unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably find some ways to use it I'm not even thinking of right now.
That's awesome. All right then, I think that's enough for today's lesson.
Hold on, sir.